Shift Mobility 2020, the think tank of future mobility. And we're gonna see what are the speakers telling this year about the future of mobility. Safety first, this is a special year, so let's have a look. With me is Hans Hamer, the CEO of the Shift Mobility. Mr. Hamer, despite the crisis, how did the convention start?
We are very happy for having this convention this year. It's a special year, and the feedback from our partners and from the journalists is excellent. This year we do have a live event on one hand, a convention, a curated exhibition, and in addition to that, we have the Shift Extended Space, which means we have, in addition to that, live streaming, we have matchmaking tools and digital presentation, and we are very, very happy that we can run this event this year.
The core of the convention are, of course, the speakers in the panel, and I'm gonna listen what they are talking about this year. The technical thing is one side of the problem, but the other side is people's mind. How can we change people's mind that they're open for future mobility?
There are people who are very in favor of new forms of mobility, very open, I would say the first movers, but on the other side you have like the hard to reach, the car lovers, maybe people who even cannot afford mobility. So for us it's important to know what people need, and you have to carefully look at where you are and take a strong focus on the demand side as well.
Of course, there are still some real cars here, but in a nutshell, this year's topic is less cars, more space. We are talking with Raunak Bode, the CTO of Humanizing Autonomy. What is your dream of a free-floating humans, especially because they are the most vulnerable in big metropoles?
The important thing is that we have that human dimension in mind, as Jan Gehl, the Danish architect, talked about. So this means creating more safe space for cyclists and pedestrians, but also being able to think of these metropoles in a bigger context. So a multimodal approach where different mobility solutions such as mass rapid transit can complement cycling and walking to be able to connect people from point A to point B.
There are a lot of future scenarios, but there are also some real-life examples. We're here with François Bausch, Deputy Prime Minister of Luxembourg and also Minister for Mobility and Public Works. How can politics support the system? Because we have big changing times in mobility right now. How is your daily work being a politician?
The most important thing is that you must, as a politician yourself, live the new kinds of mobility, really show the example, and then having the political courage also to explain that what we did in the last centuries was really inefficient. And if we want to resolve some major problems in the society, for example, having a better quality of life in the urban area, resolving climate change problem, we must really think multimodal and really act multimodal, and also take, as a politician, these decisions.
And the experts are convinced we will all join a multimodal life. So, klingeling.